I don't know how my balls hold that much piss.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, to help you out with that, your balls don't hold fucking
That's a lie.
Listen,
urine.
holding the balls.
They don't
He
hold
is
urine.
storing the balls. I should have factored that in. And I'm Bragg. I'm joined today by Jake
Hello.
and Lachlan. Oh yeah, that's right. I already went up in octave. How was that week in Yu-Gi-Oh? I'll start with you, Jake.
So we had the Central Regionals on Sunday, and I did really, 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 really shit.
No.
What did you play?
What?
What did you play?
You're cutting out. What did you say?
What deck did you play?
Thought Pendulum.
Ooh. We'll talk about that more in a second, I guess. How was yours, Lachlan?
I finished my Pokemon deck.
You finished a Pokemon
Ew.
deck?
Yep, I've built Gyarados, Zoroark.
Ooh. See, like, the Pokemon TCGs kind of half appeals to me a little bit. A few of the guys are down at Melbourne as well, doing that stuff. And that looks really, like, the price support on that looks really good. How was the price support originals, Jake?
It was alright, I think.
Same.
Well, we didn't stick around long enough. Like, compared to a well, that's the thing. So, their things are Oceanics, not, like, a regional. So, obviously, the price support's going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Because it's like the equivalent of our YCS, but better. But, yeah, like, we were running late for a train, so we didn't stick around to see what first, second, third, and shit got. Like, I did well enough to get 3 packs. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is on par with the YCS, but that shit looked like awesome. Wait, so all in all, do you think you chose the right deck? You just bricks?
No.
Okay.
No, the thing with the Thought Turbo is it only works sometimes.
Yes.
Like,
Some of the time,
like,
not all the time. Debuff.
like 90% you'll get 90% of the way there.
Yeah.
Because it's pendulum and it makes its way to that fairly easily. But if someone happens to interrupt it at the right time, or if they just have the right response, then you've used a lot of resources to get a mediocre board. So the instances I had of that, I was versing Danger Orcust in round 2, and I had it set up both times with the Time Thief with the rank up card set, and he kaiju'd it both times.
Ugh.
So then I had a useless kaiju and a useless fucking rank up card. What was the other thing? And then in another game, I can't remember what I was versing. I think it might have been no, it wasn't Trains. What was it? It was something. I went to search for it, and he ashed the PK search, and I was like, oh, okay, awesome.
The kaiju count is actually a pretty good idea now I think about it.
Well, yeah, because you get turn player priority, and you just fuck it off.
Yeah. I was always thinking about popping the spell on trap, but no, definitely removing what you would... It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. So Andrew was on the bubble for most of the day, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, he had, like, what was it, 3 or 4 draws by the end of the day, so, like, he was up there in points, but resistance was terrible.
Yeah. And what else was I going to say? Lewis was... What was he playing?
He was playing Danger Thunder Dragons.
Ditches the Geists.
Yeah, well, I think he's been saying it for a while now. As good as Geists are, a lot of people are prepared for them now. So, like, everyone has spell and trap removal. And then, like, they are just fucking boring to play.
Boring to play? Fucking, they're boring to verse.
Yeah, they're very much just like Draco when Draco first came out. Well, Draco now still. It's really fucking dull.
Yeah, a lot of shit's dull though. Everything's pretty dull. Yeah, at least my opinion.
Any deck that relies on stopping your opponent from playing in order to achieve its win condition is going to be boring on either side.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed Yosenju a lot more than Altergeist players look like they enjoy Altergeist.
Is that maybe just because
Oh.
it's not a popular way of doing a no dot deck?
It used to be when I was playing it.
It's because it was like one of two variants of a no dot deck back then.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh. Well,
Whereas the game has evolved where we can say no in so many different varieties.
so with that, all shaping up in the meta with all the no doc decks and stuff, it's still alright to play in though, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to find a deck that you like. Like I did like Thunder Dragons before they got the fucking dick. And I can't afford Dangers, so I can't do that variant of it. So it's a matter of finding something that I can do with.
Thunder Dragon at 4 power.
What'd you say?
I said Danger Thunder Dragon is better than Thunder Dragons at 4 power.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it just found...
limited to 2 rat, and they fucking figured out the fusion sub combo.
True. But imagine having all of this while still having the other stuff.
Yeah.
I've got to be real with you guys. I think, and it's just my opinion,
Oh, here we go.
so I won't be attacked for it. However,
I'll be the judge of that.
Dangers, they don't even annoy me that much. I don't really care about versing them or whatever. But I think every Danger needs to get the Dragon Ruler treatment.
Banned? Or one?
Yeah, every single one of them.
Banned.
They won't ban every single one of them because, let's be honest, not every single one of them is a problem. Like, you can have Bigfoot at 3 quite easily.
I keep pulling fucking Bigfoots as well. That's so fucked.
It's so annoying. You're like, you've got a $70 Nessie that you could pull. No, have a $10 Bigfoot. Actually, I don't think he's that cheap.
I don't know what my Jackalope is either. It's just fucked.
It's because it's far too much special summoning.
Yeah, it is a bit over the top and not...
Every card is a +1.
Yeah. Man.
Every single one of them.
But so was BA. Oh, BA negs when you special them though. They weren't ever a guarantee.
This one goes, special summon me, no restriction, whatever, there's some luck, let's roll the dice 800 million times, and if you don't hit exactly the one you need to, and sometimes it doesn't even matter, I'm going to gain 1 board advantage and draw a card to replace myself.
Yeah, well most of the time it doesn't matter.
So here's the alternative that I have. You either ban all Dangers, which I find highly unlikely, or bring back Maxi.
Listen, I'd take Dangers at fucking 8 if I could get Maxi back to 1.
Maxi at 3. Let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
I just don't see the problem. Yeah, it's an auto include of 3 in every deck, but who cares? Like, just give us it. Like, it's so good.
That's the thing, though. Like, with the way that decks are at the moment, that they have to main 12 hand traps just to get to a turn 2. Like, you could cut every one of them and just play the Maxis pretty much, and you'd be happy.
Every other card game has a staple card that pretty much can turn up in every deck, or a version of the like a staple card. Like, just who cares? Who cares if everyone's running it? Like Ash Blossom, basically. Like this, like they've been letting it get away for like months, years.
There's so much stuff that outs Maxi too. When you put any negate on board, oh well, alright, see ya. Fucking 2, called by the grave. 3, fucking Ash Blossom, or you can draw it when you want to turn it off. Like, what the fuck?
It's like if their reason for it was being included in everything is the reason, which was what I believe they said. Like that was like I'm sure like when Maxi was limited, that was their reasoning. Like in the few times they've given us reasonings for bans.
They don't want to have cards as staples and then make every extra deck basically the same, just a different way of spamming special summons to get to it.
Yeah, well, that's what they've done.
Hey.
Can you make Rusty Bardish. Okay. Make as a thought. Okay. GG.
Well, I tell you what's a deck with which is meant to have a different extra deck. Salamangreats. So the structure deck came out this week. Who bought it today? Who went right into town and went, I'm going to buy 3 Ash Blossoms?
Not that.
See, like, I needed another person on this podcast. You two are just rigged for this. Like, you're both haters.
No, you know what? I'm glad that it's out because everyone can run it now, and then everyone can realize that it's shit here in the TCG, and then they can cry.
What can this deck do against like dangers? Is there any way it can anti-danger at all? Can it sum up anything to stop spamming?
No,
It's only because they only get one negate. Like this deck.
they have one counter trap. That is all they do.
And it's so good. Like, it's just a nice, cute little combo. It's like DDDs, like 2 years ago. It was so good. And then...
Yeah, but back then you only had to negate one thing.
Yeah, well for 2 weeks. And then it didn't matter. Like...
Yeah, basically.
So it does remind me of that. And maybe we'll get their time in the sun if we, see Lachlan sweeping bans of every single danger. But... Even then, I still don't think so. Like, this deck would even struggle against, like, BA and stuff.
Oh, it would struggle hella hard against BA, because all they need to do is, like, attempt to banish the Sunlight Wolf or whatever the fuck it is that they end up having on field with Farfar. They have to pretty much negate it, otherwise the Salamangreat card's dead. And then they just go off.
Yeah. Otherwise, looking through the deck list, so besides the fact that the deck sucks, there's some alright reprints in it. Doggeran gets a nice little reprint. Obviously,
Yeah, I thought it was a bit random.
it's a fire, deserves to be there. Don't question it. Volcanic Shell, 2 copies.
That was super random.
But cool, like those are sneaking up to a few bucks each, so...
Wasn't that for the ulti, though?
I thought even the commons were worth a little bit. I mean, I can't check now, but I could swear they were just like you looked at them and went, "Oh, they shouldn't be that much. That's dumb." Yu-Gi-Oh prices. What else was in there? I believe there was a cute
Magic Planter.
Yeah, say Magic Planter in there as well, which is needed. That's another one that's value. Actually, I'm sure it's been reprinted recently. It was Ultra in one of the Legendary collections?
It was super in one of the weird reprinty boxes. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
I want to say the one with the Alistair link.
So it's gone down 10%. Yeah, so it's been about, like, the Volcanic Shell was about $3. Which, yeah.
I suppose for... it's an old common, but like,
yeah,
it's
that's
not
it.
like it was begging
Bump it.
for a reprint.
Yeah. Bump it down to 25 cents. Well, that's the thing, as well as, like, if anyone wants to pick up Volcanics, they have to go onto fucking eBay, and Konami doesn't like that. What's that?
Volcanics are the best deck.
Oh, no, they're not. Shell was crazy, but I don't know about the rest of the deck. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, they put Fortman Skipper in there. And then Threatening Roar gets another reprint. That's kind of cool, considering, we're...
Yay, I'll use that for my Rongo matchup.
Yeah, we're 2 weeks after Rongo. So good. Fucking Rongo. What was removed? Oh, Brushfire Knight. Yeah, fuck that shit off. And Barrier Statue of Inferno was in the OCG print, but they removed it.
Good.
Yeah. Fuck Brushfire Knight. Thank God. That's actually... That's surprising they got rid of that. That's totally would have been them to lead that in. Otherwise...
I actually have to look at what the fuck this thing does.
Uh...
Join, send the graveyard, send a finalist for finish the graveyard. Okay, it does nothing.
Yeah, it's been been reprinted a bunch. They put in a bunch of fire decks. What was the last fire deck?
This is the worst version of Armageddon Knight I've ever seen.
Yep.
The last good fire deck.
If you gave fire monsters a Armageddon Knight, could it get bad?
I don't think there's enough fire types that just get random good effects when they go to grave, unless you count Salamangreats.
What do you mean Infernoids?
Yeah, but if they have a normal summon, it's gonna be fucking Decatron.
Yeah.
Nah.
Does the same thing and gets a monster on the field. You can't just say no.
He did say no.
You-
He didn't say no. It was a nah.
You can't just say yes.
Oh god. Alright.
Well, the point has been proven. It's not like they're running fucking Mathemagician.
Mathemagician.
Oh, I did, there you go. Like as soon as you said like that, I'm like, he's just gonna lock on the Mathemagician.
You said it wrong. Now I'm correct.
Alright. In more TCG news, the Savage Strike Special Edition, we got I'm not sure if they confirm White Rose and reprint the White Rose Dragon and Trickstar Crimson Heart before this, but they're the two super rares that are imports.
Yeah, so we knew those before. There's only one that we didn't know before because we knew about those two. We knew about the.
Oh, do we know about the Mayakashi?
Yeah, we knew about that one too.
So from Dark Near Storm, we didn't know about Grid Sweeper.
Yeah, that's the other one we didn't know.
Yeah, let's bring it up. Where I at? Grid Sweeper.
I'm assuming it's a Starburst. Tell us all about it.
I don't care too much for this card.
Ah,
Shocker.
Get another Starburst.
I know.
Get another Starburst. That
Oh, we're gonna get to some. We're gonna get to some Cybers later. Don't you worry. I'm driving this train down. Was that?
Yeah, hit us with some Cyberus shit, and you're like, no.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm
the
saving it.
first time ever I've wanted to hear about Cyberus.
Wait, you want to know about this card? Even though I just closed it,
Well,
so...
the first time I ever didn't not want to hear about Cyberus.
Oh.
is that purely because Bracken doesn't like it? That's a yes.
Well, next, we're getting into some OCG stuff. What's it called? Card of Spirit.
This card is so stupid.
It's a good card.
It's not.
So it's a normal spell. You can only activate one card of Spirit per turn. Each player chooses one card from their deck. Then each player chooses 4 random cards from their opponent's deck. And if they do, each player shuffles 5 cards chosen from their deck, randomly picks one to reveal and add to their hand. And then shuffles their deck and the rest of the cards chosen from their deck. Fucking A. That's...
So, at worst, it's an obstacle.
No, because your opponent gets a plus as well. It's a...
Who cares?
It is a 1 day of peace that you still take damage for.
Yeah.
That's even better.
What?
That's garbage.
Look at that. I wouldn't say it's better than 1 day apiece. Well, maybe it's okay.
It's really not. The only time that it's okay is siding it in for the mirror, because then you have a higher chance of hitting a card that you actually need. Whereas if you just play this in any random matchup, you could get some card that actually has nothing to fucking do with what you're doing.
It's not a hard once per turn either. Exodia.
What?
Exodia, if they get this. It's another card for Exodia. Put it in the pile of cards that are for Exodia.
But what if they give their opponent a piece?
What?
What are you on about?
No, we've been like so. Okay, so
You know, just only one deck that you get to take cards from, right?
you only get cards from your thing. Them saying your opponent gets cards from you.
Oh,
Yeah.
understand now. Okay, so I thought it was like exchange to an extent, where like you had a choice to choose between one of your own cards and 4 of your opponents.
No.
No.
Okay.
It
My
said
mistake.
it's
Okay.
them saying
this card
opponents.
is better than what I thought it was, but it's still not good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's. Well, it's okay. Exodia, on it. They'll keep getting stuff, and then they'll win one thing, and then we'll realize what we've done. I'm telling you. Because they got next. It was a few years ago. They had enough stuff that they could pull off. Like when there was 3 1 day pieces, and not much could really avoid battle traps. It was tough. It was tough times. Alright, moving on. So was Deng won the card. That's what I called it. The Spellcaster Structure deck.
Yeah.
So-
So keen for this.
So we discussed the boss monster.
Yeah, we've discussed Mr. Endymion and the Link.
Yeah, so let's see if the rest of the shit can back it up. Empress of Endemonium is a level 7 light spellcaster pendulum effect monster. 1850 attack. Wait, that's relevant, isn't it? That means
What's that?
1850 attack. Isn't that searchable by...
Oh, it's searchable with the fairy tale bitch.
Luna.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
Is it? Wait, what?
Was it Fairy Tale?
Yeah, fairy
Luna?
tale Luna.
Yeah.
On some searches
Fairy Tale Luna was Fairy Tale Luna.
Actually, that card's fucking a mini unicorn. Oh my god.
yeah, target your opponent's thing. They can send a copy of the same monster from the deck to the graveyard to negate it. Otherwise, it bounces. People use it with the kaijus because it's fucking stupid.
Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, so back to scrolling down. So it is 2700 defense, pendulum scale of 2. So that's alright, actually being a low scale. Each time a spell is activated, place one spell count on the card when that card results. On this card, sorry, when this card results. Whatever. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon both this card from your pendulum zone and one monster from your hand that you can place a spell counter on. And if you do, place one spell counter on each of those 2 monsters. Holy fuck, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hey.
Monster effects is you can special summon one. You can special summon one Empress of Endemonium once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can target one other card you control with spell counters. Add one card your opponent controls, and one card your opponent controls. Return both those targets to the hand. No, it's not. It's only on summon. Even the first target no longer has any spell counters. Then place onto this card the spell counters that were on the card returned. When this card with spell counters is destroyed by battle, you can add one Endemonium card from your deck to your hand. So that's alright. That's alright. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Alright. Magister of Endemonium. Level 3 effect, spellcast, pendulum effect, 1500 attack, 900 defense. Pendulum scale of 8. Pendulum effect. Each time a spell is activated, place one spell counter. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon both this card from your pendulum zone and one monster from your face-up extra deck. Ooh, with a spell counter on it. If it's coming from face-up extra deck, does that have to go to the extra monster zone?
Yep.
And if you do, place one spell counter on each of these 2 monsters. Its monster effect is, when this card declares an attack, you can place one spell counter on it once per turn. Quick effect, here we go. You can remove 3 spell counters from your field, special summon one monster from your deck that you can place a spell counter on. Hold on. So you special summon the bitch from the deck, and then you bounce.
Wait. Sorry, say that again.
Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can remove 3 spell counters from your field, special summon one monster from your deck that you can place a spell counter on.
And then place the spell counter on it.
Every card.
No, it's only cards that specifically say you can place a spell counter on this card.
Okay.
Get out your, was it Magical Marionetta? Just if this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone. Ooh. Then place spell counters on this card equal to the spell counters that were on it. So it kind of shifts across. So that quick effect's alright, because then you just summon her for disruption.
Yeah, you summon the bounty bitch from deck, or you can summon the mythical beast King Jackal for monster negate.
Yep. Liking it. So, he's looking up the ruling. Next one, Servant of Endemonium, level 3 wind, spellcaster pendulum effect, pendulum scale of 2, 900 attack, 1500 defense, so opposite. Pendulum effect, when the spell is activated, spell counter. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, but summon both this card from your pendulum zone and one monster from your deck with 1000 or more attack that you can place a spell counter on. Okay, so that seems fair. Monster effects, you can special summon one Servant of Endemonium only once per turn, so, yep. This card can attack directly while a spell counter's on it. Okay. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can discard one card, place one spell counter on this card, all other cards you control, and all other cards you control that you can place a spell counter on. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place in your pendulum zone, then place spell counters equal to the spell counters that were on it. That's kind of underwhelming. Its pendulum effect, especially some one from the deck's pretty fucking good.
I feel like that one's just one to get you started to get a link monster that then you can do more stuff with.
Yeah. Alright, and into the spells. Spell power control. You can activate one card with its name once per turn. Add one Endemonium from your deck to your hand. Then place as many spell counters as possible on cards you control that you can place spell counters on. What? But no more spell counters. Then the total number of spell power grasps or spell power controls on your field or in your graveyard. Okay. So, if you're sitting on 3 spell power grasps and a spell power control, you get to put 4 counters on anything.
4 on each.
Oh, yep. Jesus.
Which is huge.
That's pretty crazy.
Wait,
That's,
does it actually say spell power grasp and spell power control?
Yep.
You can have both?
Yep.
Oh, that's hot.
See, spell power grasp into this. Oh my god, it's so good. Wait.
We've got a special guest.
Oh.
My cat has decided.
Yeah, I
to
thought I
come
heard
in.
it. I thought I heard a cat.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can chuck her picture up in a little.
Oh well, the
So-
next artwork has a kitty cat on it. 2 kitty cats on it actually. Let's have a look.
Does it? What?
Yeah. Well, I can't read Japanese now because I've gone to the picture, and I haven't gone to the picture because the thing's just not working. There we go. Yeah, look at them. Look at them over there. So, you can only Endemonium Lab continuous spell. You can only activate this once per turn. This card's name becomes Citadel of Endemonium while it's on the spell and trap zone. Each time a card is activated, you can place 1 spell counter on this card when that resolves. Once per turn, if a spellcaster monster you control is destroyed by battle, after damage calc, you can remove 6 spell counters from your field, special summon 1 level 7 or higher spellcaster monster from your hand or deck. Oh, well, bring out the Dark Magician.
Of course.
With
Yeah.
no monsters on field? That one's okay, but not great.
Yeah,
If anything, it's just another card to hold spell counters.
that's a good point. And last one, Guidance of Spell Salvation, normal spell. You can activate this once per turn. Take 1 spellcaster effect monster in your graveyard, add that monster to your hand. Oh. Well, that's kind of...
Yeah, that trap is fucking garbage.
Don't we just have a high... Isn't... Yeah, alright. Well, spellcasters go to warrior returning alive. How about that?
Yes, a 1-turn delay warrior returning alive. That's so
It doesn't
garbage.
hurt at all.
Yeah. Oh. It's really cool artwork, though.
That.
That's really cool. Yeah, where is it? Look at it. Just looking off into the crystal cave. That artwork actually has been pretty sick. Alright, anyway, so are we buying this deck? Are we keen for it middle of April? The US gets it before us. April 19, we get it April 25th.
Yeah, I'm super keen for this.
I wonder if there's any events that fall between that. We'll find out. I'm not going to look it up now. Oh! And one last thing-ish while a train goes past. Where at? Oh, the starter deck 2019. We know Playmaker's new Link monsters in it.
Ooh, but what is it?
Ooh. I know what link they're gonna release.
Decode Talker Extend. Attack 2300. Links top, bottom, left, and bottom right. So it's a link 3? Yeah, link 3. Materials to affect monsters. While this card's in Monster Zone is treated as a Decode Talker. This card gains 500 attack for each monster's card points to. During your battle phase, if a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, fucking A, you can activate this effect. This card can attack twice during the battle phase. Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
What was it called again?
Decode Talker Extend.
Okay, and one of its effects is while it's on field, it's treated as a decode monster.
Yeah, so it's Decode Talker,
Why?
but he's got like stuff on him, so to speak. Here we go. Let's
Yeah, okay, but why is it that he's treated as a decode monster when his name is Decode Talker?
No, Decode Talker Extend. No, it's treated as Decode Talker.
What cards have specific interactions with Decode Talker, though?
I'm sure there'll be one soon.
Maybe fucking 5 years from now they'll release a Karibo that can search it.
No, it'll be like Scrambled Egg. They'll release some trap that lets you summon him from grave.
Oh yeah, Chris.
Touche. Next one is Track Black Light level 2 Cyber's effect monster, attack 1200. Top left and bottom right are its effect. Its links. To affect monsters is the materials. You can use the effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target one monster you control that this card points to. During this turn, draw one card each time for that. Each time that monster, oh Jesus, destroys a monster your opponent controls with battle. Fuck. Well, shit. Here we go. My adventures in the cybers have failed us again. They will never make it good.
They're not good.
One day. One day. Anyway, anything we're buying, selling, or trading this week?
No.
I need to sell some stuff that I've been hanging on to for reasons. Like I found that I've got 2 of those Archfiend Abyss thingies that are worth a fair bit at the moment, so I want to try and get rid of those. I've got a random Nessie that I need to sell.
Ooh.
A random Ibly I need to sell. And then just offload some shit that I don't need.
I'll have to look for the Archery and Abyss as
And
well,
what
I
are you going to
guess.
spend that money on, Jake?
What was that?
What are you going to spend that money on?
Food?
Yeah, it has been like that. All the shit I bought with my my card money was fucking just lunch.
Mine was just like bills I didn't want to pay.
Yeah. That too, actually. Actually, yeah, the PayPal ones are like all the shit I sold went into like my phone bill. And like manual phone bill, like they hit up my PayPal. They're just like, oh, they just took my cards. Okay. And
Give me all your lunch money.
I'm not gonna buy anything. I've got to test Gravekeepers for speed jewels again. I believe the tournament essentials next weekend. Not next weekend. Next week. So I'll try and pop up there to do that.
Fun.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that, I mean, that's not a tournament. It'll be probably open dueling. But I want that mat.
What's so good about the mat?
It just looks. It's just you know, a mat with 3 zones. I just want it. I can't ignore the other zones when I play with the scapegoat mat. The cleaners and whistle screen scapegoat mat. Might I add? All right. Anyway, so on that note, Yahoo Yu-Gi-Oh time. This is where I've come through Yahoo for questions related to Yu-Gi-Oh. This week is on theme because it is Valentine's Day here right now when we're doing this. Last half an hour of it.
Well,
Yeah, I've got a cranky girlfriend in the background, scowling.
I'm not cranky, and that's just my face.
Well, you weren't on
I've never related to anything more in my entire life.
Well, I mean, I'll probably have to ask this question. So Yahoo answers, sorry, something has gone wrong, asks, who's my Valentine? Is she related to Vincent Valentine in any way?
We can't tell you who your Valentine is.
What's that?
We can't tell him who his Valentine is. I don't know.
Am I dead yet?
Is there a
Sure.
reason you're fucking yeeting like a goat?
It's
I never said yeet.
Isn't that what it is?
He was laughing.
The word is bleat, you idiot.
On that note, thank you very much for watching. Ciao.
I still don't get what you were doing.